So Sonic Forces comes out very soon. November 7th is the official release date for Sonic Forces. So I thought I would make a video giving you my top 5 hopes of what I want from this game. So let's get straight into this video. So my first hope for this game is that it actually has a good story. So from all of the trailers we have seen for Sonic Forces so far, the story has been heavily emphasized. So we've got Infinite and Shadow, Zavok, Chaos, all these different characters, and Eggman taking over the entire world. But my biggest worry about the story is that it's going to be incredibly disappointing. And I say this because I remember Sonic Lost World that came out. That story seemed to have a lot of promise. Sonic teams up with Eggman, Tails gets roboticized, it was really dark stuff, but then it just turned out to be really cringe, really boring, and incredibly average. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen for this game as well, because that is my biggest worry. That the story is just going to flop on its face and turns out being incredibly mediocre and incredibly disappointing. So my first hope is that this game has a good story. My second hope for this game is that it has good music. So the music we've seen so far and heard, it all sounds pretty good for the most part, but there are a few tracks that I'm not the biggest fan of, such as the boss theme for the classic Eggman boss. Not a fan of that one at all. It sounds like something you'd hear in the Thomas the Damn Tank Engine or something like that. So I'm hoping the music is good. And I've also noticed in tracks like Sunset Heights and the tag team stage, there's this main synth that has been used for both tracks, and it doesn't sound bad, but if that's for every single track in the game, I'm going to be really disappointed, because to me it's starting to sound really cheap in a way. It sounds like what they used in Sonic Runners, which still has good music, but obviously it wasn't like top tier, like they put a lot of time and money into that music. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen for this game. But I'm not really that worried about the music, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. Just like most Sonic games have excellent music. I'm hoping this follows suit, hoping this has the same. And I'm hoping we get more vocal themes actually, because I know we have Fist Bump, which is terrible. And we have Infinite's theme, which is actually pretty good. So I'm hoping we get more vocal themes. Maybe we'll get one for Shadow, or maybe hell, we'll get one for Zavok. That'd be so cool. Hope it happens. So that's my second hope for this game, that it has good music. My third hope for this game is that it has cool original level themes. So the stages we've seen so far are Park Avenue / Sunset Heights, which is a cool original theme. Even if it is a bit like Crisis City, I think it's original enough to be its own thing. We have Green Hill Zone, which isn't its own thing. We have that new Casino Forest Zone, which is actually not really that new, because it just looks like Silent Forest mixed with Casino Night. So that wasn't that original, but I want more original level themes in this game. Cool original level themes, because remember Sonic Colors? Sonic Colors has some absolutely fantastic level themes. Starlight Carnival, Planet Wisp, Asteroid Coaster, Aquarium Park, Tropical Resort has so many cool original ideas, and that's what I want to see from Sonic Forces. I just want to see more cool level themes for Sonic to run around in, ones that are memorable, ones that have really great music, ones that have memorable set pieces. That's what I want. That's what I want from Sonic Forces. Cool original level themes, because my biggest worry right now is that we're not going to get enough of those original levels, and we're going to be stuck with more of the Green Hill Zones, the Chemical Plants, the Sky Sanctuaries. I want the original levels. A lot of people want the original levels. So please, Sonic Team, give us some cool original levels we can remember. That's my third hope for Sonic Forces, that we get original levels. My fourth hope for this game, and this one's kind of specific, but I want this game to have some sort of online multiplayer of sorts. So Sonic games never usually have online multiplayer. Games like Sonic Mania and Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, they totally lacked that online multiplayer function. All they really had was that time attack mode where you could compare your times with other players across the world. And while I still like that feature and I still think it's very cool and I still want it in Sonic Forces, I want some way to compete with friends online at the same time. So Sonic Lost World on the 3DS even managed to do this. That gave you an online mode. Sonic Generations on the 3DS even did this as well. It's mainly the console Sonic games that are not doing this, and I don't know why. And I really think this game would get a lot more replay value if they added this online functionality. So that's my fourth biggest hope for this game, that it has some sort of online component that isn't just sharing your times across the world. So hopefully this happens, please Sonic Team, give us an online multiplayer mode. Thank you. And my fifth and final hope for this game, and this is going to trigger a lot of people, but I really don't give a crap, is that I want the level design for this game to be drastically improved. So the level design we've seen so far hasn't been great. It's been very blocky, very artificial, automated, and I'm really not the biggest fan of what we've seen from the level design so far. But I'm hoping in the future we get some better level design. And we've already got glimpses of better level design thanks to Casino Forest. That stage looks like a normal, regular, classic styled stage, even if it takes like a crap ton of inspiration from Casino Night. The level design for that stage, in my opinion, was actually pretty solid. So if the game can maintain that level design and keep it throughout the rest of the game, I would be extremely happy. I just want the level design to be a lot more like Sonic Generations. That game was the pinnacle of level design in the Boost games, for me at least. That had alternate paths, it wasn't just blocky, you actually had to do stuff, whereas you still had to boost and everything. It was really cool, really solid. I was really happy with that level design. And when I heard the people who were making Generations were making Forces, that got me incredibly excited. But then I realised it's the people who made Colours as well. Sonic Forces right now is basically the people who made Colours are making the level design, and the people who made Generations are bringing back the older levels like Green Hill and Chemical Plant and Sky Sanctuary. So I'm hoping in the future we see better level design for this game. We haven't seen too much of the later stages, we've only really seen the intro stages. So maybe the game just totally takes a 180 flip and turns out it has some of the best level design in the modern Sonic games. But I don't think that's going to happen, but I do have hope that it could happen. It could have better level design, like Casino Forest. I was pretty happy with how that level design turned out. It looks really good. So please, Sega and Sonic Team, who actually makes the game of course, please improve the level design. Please, I know the game comes out very soon, so I'm hoping you're just hiding out absolutely everything good about this game in terms of level design, and we'll be absolutely shocked, blown away by how great the level design is, and we'll be able to give this game good review scores, and then people will be happy, and then you can make more Sonic games with good level design. Please, 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 I hope that's what you're doing. Highly unlikely, but I'll hold out my hope. The thing I don't like about the level design in Sonic Forces so far is that it feels like it's just trying to baby the player. The level design feels as if it's really trying to make it easy for newcomers to get into the game, beat the stage first time, and it's way too basic. Like if you have seen the Shadow the Hedgehog stage, I think that has some of the worst level design I have seen for recent Sonic games. Basically you just homing attack, you do the homing attack like 8 times in a row, then you get to the section where you're just running from left to right, you go on a spring, you go right to left to right to left, and then left to right again. It looks like something you can make in Super Mario Maker. I've said this for ages. I could make something like that. I could make something even better like that. Also, there's barely any slopes in the game either, which doesn't really matter, I guess, because there's no momentum in this game, which is also something that I'm not a fan of. But the blocky nature of the levels just makes the entire game feel super artificial. It just feels like Sonic Team are trying to make the game really, really simple and really easy so that players can beat through it first time, feel happy about it. But when you do repeat playthroughs of the levels, you're going to realise that the level design is super basic and super bland and boring, blocky. All you do is homing attack and jump on these random floating platforms. It's like a new Super Mario Bros. Game, which isn't what Sonic should be. Sonic should be all about world building, having levels that just flow, not just this blocky crap. I hate it, it's not great. So I'm hoping that they actually do improve that. So that is all of my hopes for Sonic Forces. For the most part, I think these will come true, except for the last 2 points. Don't think that's gonna happen, really don't think it's gonna happen, but it could. It's not impossible, it's not 100% impossible, but let me know what you think in the comments below. What hopes do you have for this game? I know people are going to be incredibly triggered by this video, so I can't wait to see the dislikes pile up. But anyways, thank you for watching guys, and I'll definitely make sure to catch you all later.